What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media Channel, and we are here for this month's ranking. I'm going to be ranking the 4K and Blu-ray releases that came out in the month of June, and I'm not as late this month as I was last month, so hopefully we can start working our way back. This is only I think I'm going to try to drop this on the 12th. Of July. So almost 2 weeks, but I think I was beyond 2 weeks when I was ranking the releases of May. Just give me a break, guys. I took a vacation this month. One of these releases that I'm talking about and ranking was 6 movies. So yeah, look, June was actually a really great month. Like when I was looking at all the titles that I watched that came out, I was like, damn, June was like filled with bangers and like some of the best of the year so far. So this was a really tough ranking to do, like particularly when I got to like the top 5. I was like, where do I put these releases? But before we get into it, guys, I've got 11 titles to rank. I've got 10 4Ks, and I started introducing Blu-rays into the last ranking. So we're going to rank one Blu-ray with the 4Ks, which may seem unfair, but sometimes look, the Blu-rays could come out on top of some of these 4Ks if they got good features or something that the 4Ks don't have. So don't count the Blu-rays out, guys. They could rank pretty high. But before we get into it, guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Like I said, guys, like my number 11, like I really enjoyed the release and I loved the movie. So it's like, I really I didn't dislike anything that I watched this month that came out this month. Again, this is all stuff that was released in the month of June. But my number 11 is Road Trip. I love Road Trip. I was super excited to get to own this in 4K. I haven't owned this movie since DVD. I don't have my DVD anymore because I sold all my DVDs back in 2015. And when I started to collect Blu-rays, I never picked this one up for some reason. So when the 4K was announced, I was excited because I get to own the film again and get to watch it for the first time in a few years. And this movie, like, it holds up so good. Like I still think it's one of it may be the best. It may be the best of the teen comedies of this era. I don't know, just something about it this time just kind of hit me. Like I was laughing the entire time. Like everything was just flooding back to me. I love Road Trip so much. It's so freaking good. Tom Green's hilarious. Sean William Scott, like I really like him in this movie. He's a more likable character in this than he is in the American Pie films. But he's just as funny. So I think he's great in this. I love the camaraderie, the dynamic between the 4 boys on the road trip. I think it's great. Breckin Meyer, Amy Smart, of course. Like it's a great cast and it's a really fun movie. Of course, the new guy, I'm forgetting his name, of the DJ Qualls, I think. He had his breakout role in this, and he was funny. He's probably the funniest part about the movie. It's not cheating if you spread peanut. I'm not gonna finish. I'm not gonna finish that, guys, because it's your dog. It's your dog. I thought the 4K looked great. The reason this is number 11 is it lacks special features, and they put the unrated cut just on Blu-ray. Like if the unrated cut would have been on 4K, I might have moved this up a couple spots. But like my preferred cut to view this is the unrated cut. I just think there's stuff on there. Like that's what I've been watching. Like since I was a kid, I've been watching the unrated cut. So watching the theatrical cut was a little bit jarring for me because there's some differences, some scenes, some moments that they take out that I'm just used to seeing. So like if I watch this again, like I'm gonna watch the unrated cut. So I kind of have to watch it on Blu-ray instead of the 4K. Like if I'm going to view this film, so that automatically just kind of shifted it down to last place. But I still love the movie. I thought the 4K of the theatrical cut looked really good. The movie's got some great scenery because they are on the road. And it is a good release. It just, again, no special features other than an audio commentary. And the unrated cut wasn't on 4K, is what made this one fall in at last place at number 11. Next up, guys, we've got a Vestron video release. This is the Blu-ray on the list. So not all the way in last place, but in 10th place. We've got All of Me with Steve Martin and Lily Tomlin. So I just squeezed this one in like right before I came in here to shoot this video. This was a really impressive release, honestly. I struggled to put this at number 9, maybe even a little bit higher, because there's like an hour and 20 minutes of brand new special features. There's a new interview in this, I think with the screenwriter. There's a new audio commentary as well with a film historian. There is also two video essays, and these are all like pretty lengthy. Like the two video essays are over 20 minutes, and so is the interview with the screenwriter. So like there's some really fantastic, like brand new special features on this release. I know everybody's complaining about, Vestron Video being on Lionsgate Limited, and I completely get it. We used to pay freaking $11 for these, or we did for a few years. I think a lot of people forget when Vestron Video first came out, like you could find them in Walmart, but they were like 20 to 25 bucks when they first came out. I remember getting Maximum Overdrive in Walmart for like 23 or $24 back in the day. But for a good bit, like we were paying really good prices for these releases. So I get it. But like all the special features that they put into this, like this is boutique level quality right here. I think the artwork on it is freaking fantastic. The movie itself, I'd never seen. It's from 1984. But who doesn't love a good, Steve Martin comedy? I mean, it's not a body swapping movie. She's a sick woman that dies and gets her soul. Like she basically, I forget like how exactly it happens, but her soul winds up in Steve Martin's body and they're like co-inhabiting. Is that a word? They're in the same body together, basically. So when I read the premise, I was like, oh, does Lily Tomlin just take over Steve Martin's body and is he just her the whole movie? It's not that. It's like going back and forth. It's like a power struggle between the two of them. There's actually a pretty funny like sex scene with both of them that's pretty good. But I enjoyed this. I didn't think it was great or anything, but it was an excuse to kind of have Steve Martin do funny voices and do some good physical comedy, which he's very good at. So I enjoyed the film, just didn't love it. I thought the Blu-ray looked good. Serviceable. It was a first time on Blu-ray release for this film, so I think it's definitely a step above DVD quality, but not a great Blu-ray by any means, but a really solid release. That one is number 10 on my list. I got to speed this up, guys, or I'm going to be here all day. This is spine number 33, by the way, guys. Next up, we've got American Pie 2 coming in at number 9. So again, I struggled. I almost made this number 10, but I mean, chunky box, guys. Come on. Like the American Pie 2 poster on a freaking chunky box is amazing. It matches the first one like perfectly. You got the Bandcamp quote on the back from Michelle. And I love it. I love the booklet inside. The 4K case. I love the presentation, like what 88 Films is doing with these. And I thought this looked great on 4K. It didn't look better than I don't think it looked better than American Pie. For some reason, American Pie, I felt like was just a better 4K, but this is certainly better than the Universal Blu-ray. The only reason like this one's kind of a little bit more down on my list is because like I feel like there was some new stuff here, but it wasn't new stuff. It was like stuff that they dug up and put on here that what maybe wasn't on a release before. And there wasn't new features like there was for American Pie on 4K. Like there was brand new, like produced special features for that release. This didn't have that. So this release I don't think was as good as American Pie, but it still looked great on 4K. And I still love American Pie 2. I think it's the best American Pie film. So that was number 9 on my list. Next up, guys, coming in at number 8 was Way of the Gun. And this is a film that I think it might be the first film that Christopher McQuarrie directed. Of course, Christopher McQuarrie, he wrote The Usual Suspects, and now he's directing and writing all the Mission Impossible films. I think from Rogue Nation on, like he's been responsible for writing and directing the Mission Impossible films. And he also wrote Top Gun Maverick as well. So him and Tom Cruise are like in cahoots with each other. But anyway, this is an early directorial debut for Christopher McQuarrie. Really good movie. I don't know. There was things I didn't like about it. I thought it went on for just a little bit too long. I thought the plot was just a little too, I don't know, out there, I guess. I don't know. But it was a fun movie with some fun characters. I like Ryan Phillippe. I liked Benicio del Toro. I thought they were pretty badass in the movie. I thought there were some good action set pieces. I mean, Christopher McQuarrie clearly knows how to direct like action set piece moments. The only thing that I was kind of disappointed with this film is it was sold to me like it was kind of like a Western. And I guess maybe a little bit neo-Western, but I don't know. I just didn't get those Western vibes in this one throughout. But the 4K looked great. It looked absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Lionsgate usually does a great job on these 4Ks. This is a 2000s film, so I'm sure it was shot on film, and it looked really good. Looked really great on 4K. I love the steelbook. I love the lenticular cover right there. I think that's super cool as well. You take it out here. Look at that, guys. Oh my goodness. And this has got, I think this one had like quite a few new special features as well. There's an audio commentary right here with Christopher McQuarrie. That's a past one, but it had Intention is Everything and Trigger Discipline, which were the two new special features for this one. So yeah, really solid release. This is on the Lionsgate Limited website. I think this one's $29.99 on there. I don't think this one's too expensive, but that was my number 8, Way of the Way of the Gun, The Way of the Gun. So yeah, I enjoy this one. I just didn't love it. I was hoping to like it just a little bit more based on like what people were saying about it. Coming in at number 7, that's where we're at, guys. Swordfish on 4K, really like rock solid 4K. Like it looked great. It's got a 5.1 audio. I thought the audio was really solid as well. It's got a couple of new special features here. Maybe more than a couple. I can't. Some of these I watched like 3 or 4 weeks ago, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, it had some brand new interviews here. Really solid release. I think the movie is really good. I enjoy Swordfish quite a bit. I thought it held up pretty nicely. I think John Travolta's great in it. I Halle Berry, of course, iconic scene, guys. And then Hugh Jackman. I mean, Don Cheadle. It's a great cast and it's a great movie. I really enjoyed it. Great early 2000s movie for sure. Action film. And it looked great on 4K. Number 6 is Lethal Weapon. Like, Lethal Weapon was a phenomenal 4K. That just goes to show you, like, how great this month was. Lethal Weapon's number 6, and it was a phenomenal 4K. Like, this was really great. A really great 4K. It had 2 new special features as well here. It's a studio release. It's got 2 brand new special features. They're short, but, like, they're really good. Like, I thought the special features on this, that just goes to show you that length is not always everything, guys. Okay, it's not the size of the feature; it's what you do with it that counts. And Warner Brothers proved that here because I thought the one they did about Richard Donner was fantastic. It was only like 7 minutes long, and like they got me emotional and like tearing up watching it. Like it was really incredible. But really good feature. And I can't remember if this had like some of the past features. I think that it did have a couple of the past special features. But yeah, Lethal Weapon, I gained a brand new appreciation for watching this 4K. I kind of love the film now. And I did not love the movie before, but yeah, Lethal Weapon is pretty damn awesome. And this has a theatrical cut and the director's cut, both on 4K. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need, guys. Both cuts on 4K, brand new special features, and a phenomenal looking 4K. Great release by Warner Brothers, and it's only number 6, guys. Again, that just goes to show you how great this freaking month was. Number 5, guys. Again, I was conflicted on this. Like maybe I should have put Lethal Weapon number 5, this one number 6, but the Jaws 4K Steelbook. I love this steelbook so much. I think the design on it is so great. I think the artwork is freaking awesome. I love the beach clothes sign on the back. This had a brand new documentary that had never before been seen when this release came out. Now it's on streaming, I think. And I thought that brand new documentary was awesome. I loved it. It was Jaws at 50 is what it was called, and it dove into a lot of stuff, some stuff that we haven't even seen, like a side of Spielberg that we haven't seen before. Like they really go into in this documentary, and I thought it was so good. But of course, like Jaws, like is one of the greatest films of all time. It's in my top 5 movies of all time. I freaking love the movie. And also like the 4K, I feel like is a top 5 4K of all time. Is it the same 4K that came out with in 2020? Yes, it's nothing different. We've already had it before. Which is why this isn't like, 3 or something like that. It's still moved up because we've already got it. But I love the artwork on this. Such a great film. I can't say anything else about Jaws. I love it so much. And the steelbook is great. So this was totally worth a triple dip, guys. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Coming in at number 4 is Criterion's Sorcerer on 4K. This was a gnarly ass movie. Like this one had me tripping when I was watching this film, especially the ending. Like I don't even think I talked about the ending too much in my review, and I'm not going to spoil anything here, but like the ending was just like, holy shit. Like all that, and that's the ending. Oh my God. I enjoyed the hell out of this. The more I think about it, like the more I like it. I kind of want to rewatch it. The score is incredible in this film, but the 4K was great. I love the special features. This is a 3-disc set because they had so much special feature content. They had to have a special features disc. So you got a 4K, you got the movie on Blu-ray with a 4K scan, and then you got a special features disc that has freaking uncut, a newer documentary from 2018, which is a great documentary. I watched the whole thing. I loved it. A lot of good documentaries this month, guys. The freaking documentary, the Jaws documentary. But I love that documentary. I thought it was great. And then you had a conversation with Nicholas Winding Refn on there. You had another conversation on there between a filmmaker and a critic. It was a great release. I love the packaging as well. I love the packaging. I love that it's got a booklet on the inside. This is a great set. I think this is one of the best Criterion releases that I bought. I don't check out everything from Criterion, but it's one of the best Criterion releases in a long time. I feel like a long time. I feel like at least a couple of years, maybe since Thelma and Louise. And I feel like this might be better than that. I love the Sorcerer 4K release. I thought it was great. And again, guys, it's only number 4. Jeez Louise. Coming at number 3, guys. So my top 3, like, they're pretty much interchangeable. Like, you can maybe shift these around. Like, if you're looking at it in a different way from a different perspective, I could have switched any one of these up. Like, my number 3 could have been my number 1. My number 2 could have been my number 1. But this is how it falls, and I've got reasons that I'll justify. But coming at number 3 is the Sean Connery 4K 6-film collection, the Bond collection. Man, I had such a great time. This felt like the bulk of my month for January, like this, or not January, June. Like, this was like the centerpiece of the month, and every other release I watched was just kind of around it. Because like I split these up with a lot of these other releases. But damn, like I had such a great time watching the Bond movies. A lot of these I had seen for the first time. The only one I had watched previously was Dr. No, and I was like a teenager. When I watched that, I didn't appreciate it at all. But rewatching all these in 4K, or watching all these in 4K, was so freaking awesome. They all looked outstanding in 4K. The 4K quality here was freaking spectacular. And like I said, the movies were so good. The only reason why this is number 3 is because there's a lot of good features on here. Like, there's a lot of good features. It's nothing new though. Like, there's nothing new on here at all, which I always have to mark against the release a little bit, because if you're going to put it out, like, give us a couple of new things, maybe some introductions or something, like a 5-minute interview here. I don't know, guys. I mean, Lethal Weapon did it right. Like, the 2 brand new interviews, they're short, they're sweet, but they're good. The Clint Eastwood 4Ks did it right as well. And I get it. It's a 6-film collection, but I feel like they could have added a couple of new things. They could have sprinkled a couple of things in here to kind of make this feel a little bit more important, a little bit more special. And also, I know the Steelbook collection's out there and it looks really good. I like the look of the Steelbook collection, but the cover on this isn't spectacular. It's not spectacular. I mean, it's 6 discs inside of 1 case, which is also a little bit annoying. So that's the reason why this one wouldn't be at number 1 or number 2. Like, I think of all the movies I watched in the month of June, other than Sorcerer, I love Sorcerer. This one, probably, the movies in this one probably blew me away the most, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Or I probably enjoyed the most. Like, I really enjoyed my experience watching the Bond films. So number 3, that's where the Bond, plus it's 6 movies in one freaking set. So like that right there is like, oh, well, that should just immediately be number 1 because it's 6 movies on 4K, right? But no, it's number 3, guys. It's number 3. This is really tough, and I haven't even got to talk about this release yet. I haven't. I was gonna do a review for it, but then I was like, yeah, I'll talk about it in my ranking. This was really freaking tough between my number 2 and my number 1, but coming in at number 2 is Dirty Work from Vinegar Syndrome. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be straight up honest, because I'm sitting here comparing these editions, and you probably know what my number 1 is. If you've been paying attention to the channel and what I've been watching, what I haven't talked about yet. But like, when I was comparing the 2, I was like, okay, this other one's got the edge because of the artwork. I'll be honest, like, I don't love the hairy chest, like, nipple artwork. Other than that, like, they're really comparable releases. But Dirty Work is just one of the all-time great comedies of the 90s. Like I watched this movie for the first time I think in the mid 2000s. I missed the boat on it when it came out in the 90s for whatever. I was a big SNL fan. I liked Norm Macdonald. I don't know why I didn't watch it. I just never did. But it wasn't until the mid 2000s when I heard some people I was working with talking about it. I was like, okay, I got to finally check out this movie. And I freaking fell in love with the movie. And I think it's just one of the greatest comedies of the 90s. I think it ages like a fine wine. It just gets better and better and better. And yeah, it's such a fun comedy. But the 4K looked incredible. You got two cuts on this release, one of which, the dirtier cut, has never been put out before, has never been seen before. So you got the theatrical cut, which is 82 minutes. You got the director's cut, which is 83 minutes. And I think that there's some pretty major differences, but there's just stuff that they kind of took out of the theatrical cut and added in to the dirtier cut. But yeah, for the first time ever on disc, at least, and I feel like first time anybody's ever seen it, is the dirtier cut, which is really awesome. There's also a documentary on here, which is freaking phenomenal. I loved it. And they really had an uphill battle because, Norm Macdonald's not with us anymore. Not that any of these people would have came back to do a special feature. I don't know if they would have or not. Bob Saget isn't with us anymore. Chris Farley, who was in this movie far more than I remembered from the last time that I watched it, but he's in this movie a good bit. But they got his Vietnamese, Saigon whore in here. So I guess that made up for it a little bit. But so yeah, they kind of had the odds stacked against them. They didn't have big players in this film that were with us still or willing to come back and talk about this movie. So they got the writer to come back and talk about it. They got a few of the minor characters. They got Champ from Anchorman to come back and talk about this film. But they managed to, despite like all the odds, not having like a good portion of the cast available to them to talk about the film and the filmmaker himself, Bob Saget, they still managed to just put out a great documentary, comprehensive look at the making of this film, what went into it, the behind the scenes stuff, like really making you feel like they did such a good job of just telling stories from the set, telling stories about Norm Macdonald, about Bob Saget, how they were on set. Like they really made you feel like you were there, a part of the production. And it gets very emotional in parts as well. And I think all that stuff hits. And I just thought it was a great documentary. But on top of that, you got like 9 special features. Like everybody that's in the documentary, they basically do separate interviews for. And, they talked all, and they're all about like 9-15 minutes. So you've heard all these people talk like in the documentary, the making of, and then they just kind of give, them time to just talk about whatever they want for 10-15 minutes for the other special features. So it's all the same people you saw in the documentary, on the 9 extra features, but it's still cool. Like it's tons of content. It's like an hour and a half or like a 70-80 minute, documentary. And then it's like 80 minutes of special features or something like that. So that's like 3 hours of brand new features here. You got, I believe, a new commentary here as well, that I didn't listen to. But yeah, you got commentary track with co-writer Frank Sebastiano and Mike Hunchback, I believe is his name. And that's on the theatrical cut. It's not on the dirtier cut though for the commentary. I did view the dirtier cut when I watched this 4K, but the 4K was outstanding, guys. The special features were freaking awesome. I thought this was truly a great release. I think this might be the best thing that Vinegar Syndrome's done all year. You got a nice booklet on the inside as well. And I just think it's a great comedy and it's a great 4K and it had great features. And I'll be honest, like right before I recorded this, I almost put this at number 1. I almost put this at number 1, but I couldn't take it. I couldn't take that away from Dark City. That's my number 1. Dark City. I didn't love this movie. I need to rewatch it at some point for sure. Maybe I'll get more out of it, but I definitely been thinking about it since I watched it. It's definitely an interesting film. And I'll always give a film credit for being interesting, even if it didn't land with me in some aspects. But I can't deny, like, this one might be in the conversation for best like looking 4K of the year. I thought this 4K looked outstanding. Like visually, this movie has a lot more to work with than Dirty Work does. Like the visuals in this film are insane. The world building, just the set design, like all that stuff just lent itself to a incredible 4K restoration. So I thought this looked absolutely breathtakingly awesome in 4K. And then on top of that, guys, look, that's why like Dirty Work had a great documentary. This one also had a great documentary. And in this, you had the filmmaker, you had some of the stars of the film as well talking about this movie. So again, like it was really like these were very comparable and again, very hard to put one over the other because they both had like great features, a great new documentary. You got both cuts on this as well. You got the theatrical cut and the director's cut, both on 4K. You also got, I think, a new film essay here as well. And I think some additional interviews on here. Yeah, new visual essay on this one. So yeah, and then plus that new documentary, which like really just dives deep into the making of this film. And it's really a great, like comprehensive look at everything that went into the production of Dark City. So I got to give Dark City its flowers, even though the movie didn't like 100% land for me. Like I still just appreciate this release from Arrow Video, but the artwork, like I was saying with Dirty Work, guys, the artwork on this is stunning. I love the artwork. It's got a nice, like, you know, slip box inside. You got a booklet in there as well. And it really is a spectacular release. But there you have it, guys. That is my ranking for the month of June. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, it was very tough. There was just such great releases in the month of June, guys. But let me know what your favorite releases were in the month of June in that comment section below. Maybe a top 5, maybe a top 10. If you watch that many, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.